screen's going up, that means you're live. So you got to be careful what you say. You're going out over the air.
And good afternoon. This is Corey Harbinson, head women's soccer coach here at Andrew. I will be announcing the game for men's soccer matchup between our Andrew College Tigers and Southern Soccer Academy. Starting lineups for SSA. You have at goal, Brandon Krambeck. In the back, at left, Nick Johnson. Center backs, Juan Villa, Ricky Garcia, and at right back, Ryan Waldrop. Center mids are Colton Edmonds, Alex Peralta, and Ian Ward. And from left to right, Josh Manda, Michael Williams, and Damian Terrazas to lead the front line. And for Andrew College, our starting 11, in goal, George Cunha. At left back, James Quinn. At right back, Eduardo Magana. Center backs, Josh Fines, Carlos Ramirez. In midfield, holding, Mackenzie Thomas. In midfield, holding, Ramses Martinez. From left to right, Daniel Bile. At Marco Soma and Lewis Jones. And up top, Connor Hayden. And we're about to kick off. And your head coach is Rudy Radiger. It looks like SSA will start the ball off. Waiting on the referee's whistle. Decent crowd today here at Hord. Sunny day. Andrew's in white, SSA's in blue. We will be playing 3 40-minute periods. And we're off. SSA starting the ball moving forward. Plays it back to his right back. Right back takes the ball. Breaking up. Stolen by Lewis Jones. Penetrating ball down the line. Finds Connor Hayden. Looks like Ramses asks for it. Tries to lay it off, but unfortunately loses possession. SSA regains. Finds their left back. Out of bounds. Lalo on the ball to play Mackenzie. Finds Ramses in the middle. Lays off to Marcos. And we play it back. Josh Fines on the ball. Switches it. Finds Carlos. And we play the keeper. Alright, they're organizing. Seeing what looks good. Fines back on the ball. Marcos asks, but instead finds Lalo. Lalo plays in the middle to Marcos. Tight space here. Lalo clears us out. Dispossesses in the middle. Number 11 for SSA has the ball. Looks like it's broken up out of bounds by Lalo. SSA throwing the ball in. A little bit of a tug from behind. SSA keeps ball still. And it looks like Mackenzie's regained the ball back. Finds Bile down the line. Plays a through down the ball through the middle. Just misses it. And Connor finds the pace. Is going to goal. Nice attack from the middle. Penetrates, and it's broken up. Keeper clears it. Good goal scoring opportunity for Andrew. Positive start. Looks like we have a corner kick. Looks like Connor will be taking the corner kick. Excuse me, that's incorrect. Looks like James Quinn is on the corner. Referee's talking to the players. A little bit of physical action going on. Quinn plays an in-swinger. Back post. Keeper punches it. Foul in the box. SSA ball. SSA plays the ball safe, working their mount out of the back, looking for options. White wins the ball, repossesses. Ball finds Ramses in the middle, looking for options. Finds Lewis. Lewis looks, dribbles, plays a through ball, doesn't find feet. SSA back on possession. And it looks like White gets ball. Ramses broke the play up. Looking for options. Finds Marcos. Marcos gets these possessed. Quinn looks like to just out. Will be SSA ball in our defending half. SSA throw. Down the line. Lops it over. Looks to be out of bounds. White ball. James Quinn on the throw. Looks to find Ramses for a head-off layer. Finds McKenzie. And Ramses finds McKenzie through the middle. McKenzie looks, plays it back. Keeper ball. George possesses. Finds Carlos. And Andrew will work the ball out of the back. Carlos finds a switch to Josh. Josh takes a step, looks forward, finds Bile. Bile under pressure, plays back to Josh. Josh again looks forward, plays a long ball down the line. Finds Lewis Jones. Jones goes to goal. Has a rip. Looks like the ball went through the keeper's hands for a corner. Andrew corner. Looks like James Quinn's on the ball. Will be an outswinger. Andrew making their way to goal. Looks like mid-post. And it's cleared. SSA's attacking down the left line. Plays the ball down the middle to find the forward. Lays it off. And Lalo clears. Will be SSA throw. Oh, excuse me, it'll be white ball. Andrew throw. Marcos to take the throw. Looks to find Connor down the line. Connor takes a chest, goes to goal. And looks to be a handball. SSA will have the ball on their left defensive area. Finds the center back. Center back looks for option. Tries to play a air ball to the middle. Looks to be broken up. Tight battle between number 5 and Lewis Jones. Lewis gets the ball. Finds Carlos. Takes a touch and lays it off to Josh. Andrew will restart from the back. Look for options. And he finds Lalo at right. Lalo doesn't like what he sees. Plays back to his keeper. And George has the ball. George Cunha, a returner from last year's team. Plays a long ball down the middle. Looks for Connor. Might be a little too much. Keeper on SSA regains. Picks it up. Keeper throws down the middle with tight pressure. Bile wins the ball. Connor gains the ball. Goes for a shot. Keeper save. SSA keeper is telling his players to calm it down. Rolls out to a center back. Center back looks for an option. Plays to the middle. A little bit of a risky ball. SSA plays out again. Finds feet. Attacking out. Tries to play a through ball. James Quinn breaks the pass up and goes out of bounds. White will look to come back and defend. SSA throw. Plays it back to his right back. Right back takes a touch. Doesn't see many options. Switches it to his left, but looks like not enough on it for Bile to take the counter pickup. Finds Connor for a layoff. Unfortunately, Connor couldn't get the ball off in time. And SSA will regain. Right back has the ball. Plays down the line to his right mid. Right mid is dribbling through White. And the ball is dispossessed. Back to SSA's possession. Center back has the ball. Playing out of the back. Finds a center mid. Center mid turns. Has time. Looks to switch to the left, but Bile likes to break it up. And he does. Lays it off to Ramses. Ramses tries a cheeky move, but gets dispossessed. Center mid now comes countering down the middle. Jones looks for a clear tackle. SSA regains again. Ball gets played down the left-hand side, but looks like Lalo has it covered. And it will be a white ball throw. Lays it off to Josh. Josh will look to play his keeper. A little bit under pressure, but gets the ball back. Looks to find feet. Will play a long ball down the line to the middle. Connor looks for the layoff, but doesn't get to it. Jones finding pressure. Steals the ball. Down the right side, lays it off to Connor for a touch. Center back just gets to it, and Connor's shielding off the ball. What looks to be a corner kick. Corner kick on Andrew. James Quinn looks to be their corner kick specialist, so that's who will be taking the corners. All right, White organizing in the box. Quinn looks to give the okay. Plays a ball. Goes back post. Keeper gets a punch on it. SSA clears, and they come down through the middle, penetrating. Looks like he has some options. Defense looks like they're trying to get back in time. Number 18 for SSA gets the ball. Lalo looks to dispossess out of it, and it will be an SSA corner. Approaching about the 10-minute mark here, still 0-0. Pretty attacking game so far from both teams. Andrew, I would say, has had more chances. This will be SSA's first corner kick of the game. They look to organize and to play a short. Looks to play it across, but not enough on it. Shot. Josh looks to take the rebound off of it. Lalo receives, plays it down the line for a throw-in for SSA. Throw-in, finds middle, out of bounds, white ball. Lalo throws into Josh. Josh feels a little bit of pressure, plays the ball down the middle. Center back receives, finds White instead. Ball laid off to Lewis. Lewis looks to play a give and go. Connor lays it off, but looks to be offsides for Ramses Martinez. Ramses arguing that call, but referee has had the better. SSA will have a dead ball in the back. Looks to play short. Left back will get the ball. Fine down the line, plays it out, white ball. Lalo will take the throw. Looks for McKenzie. McKenzie possesses, turns, good turn. Loses it. SSA ball, but Jones is there to kind of recover. Plays a nice split pass through the left back and the center back, but just a little too much on it for an SSA throw. SSA will look to throw out of the back. High pressure from White as the center backs have stepped into the attacking half. Number 8 looks to clear it. Doesn't. Marcos breaks it up. Bile receives the ball. Connor on it. Looks to play across the middle. SSA breaks it up but plays it back to Lewis. And it looks like a James Quinn dribble. Goes to goal. Goal by James Quinn. 1-0 Andrew. Again, to recap, James Quinn received the ball from the left side, dribbled through a pair of defenders, poked it past the keeper's hands and into the back of the net. Didn't get an assist on that, but I will find out if there was one. And SSA will start off with possession at the half. Again, Andrew just scored on a James Quinn goal, 1-0. We are in about the 12th minute of play. SSA is looking to rebound. They're looking to attack. Coming down into our Andrew defensive half. Plays it back to a center back. Didn't see any options. Center back plays back into Andrew's defending half. Looks to split. Doesn't have many options. Marcos breaks the pass up and finds Lewis for a through ball down to Connor Hayden. Hayden, who has shown great athleticism and speed, has won most of the balls that have been played to him, but he just gets dispossessed. And Bile gets the breakup. Ball goes out. SSA on the throw, finds 11's chest. 11 wins the ball, looks to play through the middle, finds number 8. 8 looks to play a switching ball to number 5. Looks to be good weight on the ball. 5 picks it up on the right side. James Quinn there to defend. 5 pulling a few moves out, but Quinn breaks it up. Andrew will come down the midfield, finds Ramses Martinez. Ramses looks to play Lalo on a switching ball. Lalo just misses it, but looks to regain the ball back. Lalo will cut inside and look for a switch again, but doesn't find Connor. Instead finds center back for SSA, and they look to repossess the ball again. SSA still working out of the back, gets depossessed, and Jones will pick the ball up. Jones finds Hayden. Hayden lays it off. Fortunately, laid it off to the wrong player. SSA gets the ball back. SSA left back looks to find the ball, looks for a switch down to the middle, and just over Carlos's head, but Quinn is there to pick it up. Keeper comes out. George plays it, finds McKenzie in the middle. McKenzie plays the ball to Bile on tight pressure. Bile wins the ball and safely brings the ball back across the left to James Quinn, and Andrew looks to be in good shape from the left. Finds Jones. Jones takes the ball back to Quinn. Quinn finds Ramses. Ramses play Quinn. Quinn comes in the attacking, but just missed. Finds SSA, but Josh will pick the ball up now as the ball's been scrambled through the middle. Looks to find a through ball over the head, but instead finds SSA for what should have been a header, but went out of bounds. Pair of substitutions here for SSA. Number 4 and number 22 will come on for number 11 and number... It's hard to see these numbers on the kids' shorts. Number 5. So pair subs for SSA. Try to mix things up a little bit. See what these subs can do for them as they are down 1-0. Kenzie looks to break up the throw. Marcos is there to pick it up. Finds feet. Jones on the ball. Cuts back. James plays a through ball to Jones in the middle. Ramses lays off to Jones. Jones plays a through ball into the middle. Bile lays a ball down the line for Lalo to pick up. Lalo gets there. Looks to cross it in. And keeper wins. Back post. Ball gets laid off. Right back. Played back to our center. SSA looks to bring the ball out of its defensive third. Looks to play a switching ball, but instead finds Bile. Bile lays it off to McKenzie, and McKenzie starts it again. Josh finds on the ball from center back. Finds McKenzie through the middle. McKenzie looks to lay it off to Marco. Marco Soma dribbles, plays a through ball to Connor. Connor picks it up. Looks to take on a few players. Lays it off to Bile on the right. Bile cuts in. Bile plays a ball, but SSA breaks it up. And SSA regains, plays a ball down to the middle to the forward. Forward wins it. And he is on the way as Josh Fines looks to recover. Forward keeps going. And we have a missed opportunity from SSA. Josh was there to pick it up. Beaten by speed, but applied the pressure enough for the forward on SSA to miss it. I couldn't tell you how many yards he was off by the goal, but definitely hit it wide. And Andrew's back on possession again. Finds the midfield. McKenzie's bringing the ball into the defensive and just misses the ball. Finds Lewis Jones. Jones plays a blind ball down the line to Bile. Bile picks it up, takes his player on, cuts in. Looks to lay off Jones again. Jones gets a ball through the middle. Dispossesses. James Quinn there to pick it up. McKenzie looks to have a go. Deflection. Ramses is there to pick it up, but collides in with the keeper. Keeper wins the ball and will start from the back. Keeper punts. Looks to find the right side. 22 is the number on the right side. Takes on James Quinn. Still on the ball. Looks to figure out what he's going to do next, but Quinn is there to apply the pressure and looks to win the possession back as Carlos is there for cover. Carlos dribbles out comfortably. Plays a ball to McKenzie. McKenzie lays off to Jones. Back to McKenzie. McKenzie looks to find a switch, but instead finds Carlos in the middle. McKenzie now looks to switch to Marcos. Marcos on possession. Plays a ball to Bile. Bile cuts back. Lays it off to Josh in the back. Josh plays a quick ball to Lalo. Lalo touches back to Josh. Josh cuts in. Plays a split to Bile. Bile takes possession. Just didn't get there in time. Number 7 picks it up. And now we have penetrating play for a shot. Number 7 looks to be there to recover. And we'll have another shot. Good save by George Cunha. Corner kick SSA. Another SSA substitution, number 6, comes off. I didn't see who went on, though. Number 4 looks to be the number that was subbed on. Again, 1-0 from Andrew College on a goal by James Quinn. SSA now looks to play corner back post. George punches out. Looks to go to number 4. 4 wins it on the possession, goes for a shot, and just missed. Good skill by number 4, outside the foot. Bending ball, just opposite side of the post. We're about halfway through the first period. I know that sounds weird. Normally I would say half, but we're playing 3 periods. Connor Hayden gets the ball up top, lays it off to Ramses. Ramses looks to have a shot and just shanks it wide. Goal kick for SSA. SSA goal kick. Keeper's telling his players to push up. Kick down the left side. McKenzie wins the header. Connor picks it up, but just takes a little bit of an extra touch. And Quinn is there to cover his tracks. Quinn takes the dribble, finds Jones on the left. Jones cuts in and has one from distance. Keeper save. Keeper looks to roll, but instead changes his mind and will punt out of the back. Punt doesn't go far, as McKenzie again wins possession and lays it back to his center back. Josh looks to let the ball go to George, lays it off to George. George takes the touch with pressure from their forward and plays out to Carlos. Carlos has time. Marcos checking in, but Carlos bypasses and finds Ramses for a layoff to Lewis Jones. Lewis Jones lays the ball back off to Carlos. Carlos plays to the middle, but unfortunately finds SSA's feet instead. White looking to track back now on defense, as SSA has played a through ball, but instead Lalo Magana picks up. And McKenzie on the ball, plays back to Carlos, and now Andrew will reset from the back. Quinn starts out from the back, lays it off to McKenzie. McKenzie lays it back off to Quinn. Quinn plays a chip ball down to Marcos, lay off, good touch. Finds Ramses Martinez. Ramses looks for his options. Look to play a split ball in the air down the middle to Connor, but instead just short to number 25 on SSA. Clears it out, and now Andrew will still pick the ball up again from a Ramses distribution to Marcos. Marcos looks to have a shot, and just over the post. Goal kick SSA. Another pair of substitutions from SSA. Number 3 come on for number 14 and number 18. This is a young SSA side, but they look to be holding their own. It's only 1-0. Spoke to the coach earlier, and they had taken a 3-2 defeat to Point University, which is an NAIA school out in West Point, Georgia. So they look to play a pair of college games in the last few days. Good exposure for their players, and hope to land some college soccer opportunities for their players. Andrew's back in the third. Ramses has a shot, but again, similar to the prior shot he had, just shanks it to the right, but he is getting his chances. Just needs to find the sweet spot. Coach Rediger calls Ramses over, looks like to give him a little bit of motivation. Coach Rediger is in his 2nd season with Andrew College, and he's looking to have a rebound year from last. Rediger is giving Ramses some instructions. Ramses is getting some water as well. It is a hot one today. Ramses just happens to be there at the right place. Oh, unfortunately lays the ball off to SSA, but wins it back. Lays it off to Lalo. Lalo looks, plays it back, but instead dribbles out of bounds. Blue ball. Down the line, forward takes a touch, but looks like Josh Fines has it covered. And it'll be a white ball. No, excuse me, it looks to be a white ball. Excuse me, yeah, white ball. It's hard to see from my angle. Okay, SSA challenging a few players in the front. And we have a goal kick. George Cunha with a goal kick long. Looks to find McKenzie. McKenzie lays it off to Lewis Jones, who Lewis goes down the line. Looks to take his player on, but instead his player kind of beats him to it and plays it out of bounds. Will be a white ball throw. Still 1-0 here at the Hord Athletic Complex. Andrew is playing SSA Chelsea from Cairo, Georgia. And I believe is their under 18 team. And a throw in from Andrew. McKenzie looks to win it, but SSA clears it out. Will be white ball again. Good support here today from the Andrew College women's soccer team, as they will play their first game Wednesday at Point University. Ball's played in. Carlos finds feet to Josh Fines. Josh looks to start again from the back. Finds George Cunha. Cunha will take touch and play a long ball down the left side. Unfortunately, it was there to clear, and SSA regains the ball back. Bile picks up. Marcos wins. Plays a through ball in the air to Jones. Jones takes a touch, shot, deflection, but keeper saves. Keeper rolls out to his right back. Right back takes some option looks. Takes a touch. Finds his right midfielder. Right laid off, but instead finds his center mid. Center mid looks to play a ball down the line, but goes out of bounds. Andrew throw. McKenzie with the throw in on the left-hand side. Tries to find Connor Hayden. Hayden wins the ball in the air. A little bit of a break-up in the middle, but SSA regains and comes down the middle of the field. Looks to play a ball in the air, but instead finds George Cunha. George takes a touch. Confidently takes another touch. And looks to find options. Finds Carlos on the left side of center. Carlos takes a touch. Looks for his options. Still has the ball. McKenzie under pressure. McKenzie takes a positive touch. Finds Lewis for a touch down the middle. Lewis taking his... Finds Connor. Connor lays it off. Jones takes a touch, chip, and just over the bar. Goal kick SSA. Pair of substitutions again for SSA. Number 6 will re-enter as the right back for SSA. Number 10, Ryan Waldrop, comes limping out. Looks like he took a little bit of a knock in a prior play. And SSA on the ball, attacking the right side. Plays it back to his right back. Right back plays a diagonal ball. Lalo is there to cover, but instead it's called offsides. Andrew will play out of the back. We're about 12 minutes and change left in the first period. Normally it would be a half, but instead, like I said earlier, we're doing 3 periods of 40 minutes to kind of let all the players get an opportunity to play today, as it is for Andrew College. Andrew takes a chest, looks to switch it. Instead, plays a little too high and long, and we'll look to go out for a goal kick SSA. Samantha Gidney from the softball team has come and shown her support today. She gives us a wave and a thumbs up. Samantha's a member of our softball team. Big soccer fan, though. Tried to play, but didn't do too well. Kidding. Just give me a bad look. Okay, and we're back. SSA on the ball. Looks to find the left midfielder for Lalo to cover. Lalo looks to have okay coverage, shielding the ball. Looks to kind of let it get out of the back. And for a throw in SSA. Oh, referee decided to give it back to White. Andrew throw. Throw in, layoff for McKenzie. Lalo finds ball, but instead just goes out for an SSA throw. Throw in for SSA. Carlos breaks the play up. Marcos again tries to break it up, and McKenzie clears it with a header, but is regained by number 4. Number 4 does a little fake move, lays it off to it. And we have a dribble, shot. George picks the ball up safely and securely. George lays it off to B. Kenzie gets there in time to lay it off to Jones. Jones cuts in, looks for his options, takes a little bit of an extra touch, but will regain off of a breakup. Marcos takes a turning touch in the middle, plays a switch to Lalo. Lalo will safely get there, takes a touch forward, finds Connor. Connor looks for the play down the line. Instead, goes off of his foot the wrong way and finds SSA ball. Number 4 lays it off for SSA. SSA cuts it back. Connor kind of gets a touch, showing phenomenal athleticism from Connor Hayden. Applies the appropriate pressure for SSA to play a long ball down the line. Keeper picks the ball up safely. Now Lalo will regain possession down the line. Bile on the ball with his back to goal. Lays it off to Marcos. Marcos from pressure. Finds Connor. Connor takes the touch down the line. Cuts back. Finds Marcos. Marcos takes a touch. Shields off his marker. Ramses regains and finds Carlos to reset in the back. Carlos looks to play out of the back. Finds Ramses again. Ramses with pressure beats his player. Finds James Quinn on a long play down the line. Jones takes a touch. Takes another touch. And Connor Hayden is there to tuck it away. 2-0, Andrew. We're just under 10 minutes. Lewis Jones with the assist. 2-0. Give credit to this SSA side, though. They are hanging in there. Has had a few opportunities. But Andrew has shown the athleticism, physicality, and determination to put their chances away. SSA will kick off again. SSA plays it back. Finds a center back. Center back and left back figure out who it goes to. Left back takes it as the center back kind of makes an overlapping around him. Center back plays it back to a center back partner. Number 4 in the middle looks to find the ball. Plays a long ball over Carlos's head, but Carlos gets a flick on to find George. George safely with the ball. Calls his player in to come for a check. Finds Carlos. Carlos takes a touch forward. Has time. Finds James. Finds Carlos again. Plays a ball to McKenzie. McKenzie takes a touch, lays it off to Ramses. Ramses lays it back off to McKenzie, or Lewis Jones, excuse me. Lewis Jones shields off his player, cuts the ball back, finds Ramses. Ramses comes in, finds Jones again. Jones looks to play back to Carlos. Josh Fines looks to find the switch, as he does. Josh splits through the middle to find Bile. Lalo makes an attacking run down the line. Marcos with a touch. Looks to play a ball down the left side to James. James is a very attack-minded left back. Looks to come in. Looks to serve it in, but no one is there to pick it up. And SSA will win the ball back on the left side. Left back plays it down the line to number 11. Number 11 has time. Takes a few touches. Goes forward. Ramses with the pressure, but gets beat. 11 cuts in. Finds a center mid. Center mid has the ball. Looks to play it through, but instead cuts in, dribbles. Finds number 5. Number 5's got plenty of space to take a shot. And just over the goal kick. Another substitution, number 18 will come on for number 23. '17 comes off as well, and 10 will enter back in. And another substitution. Number 4 comes off. And 7 goes on for 4. George plays out of the back, but the keeper or the referee tells him to start again as the substitutions have been going on. George is telling his players to come packed in. And he plays a long ball down the left side to find Jones. Jones chests, finds number 8 for SSA. SSA's forward lays it off. Good layoff, just a little too much on it. George is there to cover, picks it up, takes his time. George on the ball, finds Quinn. George now plays Carlos split down the middle. Carlos takes a few touches, finds Ramses' foot. Ramses lays it off to Josh. Josh has got plenty of time in the back. Looks to find Ramses a little under pressure. Marcos and Bile are both there to pick it up. Marcos takes the ball. Looks to find a switch through the middle. Jones on the run, offsides. I will say that was a little bit of a debatable offside. Jones looked as if he was just running onto it, but he might have been. SSA looks to find possession. Plays a few passes around the midfield. Enters Andrew's defensive third. Forward for SSA lays off to his left midfielder. Left midfielder takes a nice touch in. Cuts through center back Josh. Plays the ball to the middle, but no one is there, and Quinn will pick it up. Marcos on possession in the midfield, lays off to Bile. Bile back to Marcos. Marcos takes a touch, another touch, and switches to a dashing James Quinn run. Quinn on a few touches, plays a ball down the middle to Connor, but keeper picks it up. SSA will start out of the back. Midfielder picks it up. Finds his midfielder again. Jones there to win it. Jones looks to find Ramses. Ramses to Marcos. Marcos calms it down. Plays a ball in the middle to Connor. Connor lays it off. Lays it back off to Jones. Jones takes a few extra touches but gets dispossessed. And now SSA will look to work himself out of the back as they are coming into the defensive third. Ball finds forward. Speed from the forward on SSA. Gets dragged down, but there's no foul. George picks the ball up. Lays it off to James Quinn. James Quinn looks to play out. Finds Lewis. Lewis feints. Plays it back to Marcos. Marcos takes a few touches. Plays off to Jones. Jones back to Marcos. Marcos is not there in time, and SSA clears it out for an Andrew throw. Just under 4 minutes left in the first. 2-0. Andrew goals by James Quinn and Lewis Jones. I'm sorry, Connor Hayden. Lewis Jones assist to Connor Hayden. James Quinn throws in, looks for Connor. Connor lays it off. Wins the ball back again. Plays it to Josh. Josh will restart. Has time in the back. Finds Mackenzie. Mackenzie lays it back. Josh takes a touch down to Lalo. Lalo wins the ball. Bile asking for it, but Lalo instead plays the safe route back to his center back, and Carlos will lay it to George for a reset. George looks like he could take his time. Oh, but plays Carlos on a risk. Ball in the middle, but is alright. Josh wins the ball, splits the two midfielders, and now Bile and Lalo combine for a few passes. Bile looks to find Marcos, and Marcos will just take a few touches and calm the speed down. Splits to Ramses. Ramses back to Mackenzie. Mackenzie knocks it to Bile, and Bile switches it to Quinn. Quinn takes his time getting there with no pressure. Look up, find a few options. Instead finds Bile again. Looks like this SSA team is a little tired as they are not pressuring out of our defensive back. Andrew kind of playing around them now. Good overlap by Bile. Bile down the line. Craw cuts in. Looks to find Jones. Jones cuts back. Has a shot. And just opposite post for a corner deflection. cross, back post, keeper wins. SSA looks to throw out. And now SSA is now coming down towards Andrew's defensive half as they have approached the defensive half. Ball down the line. And McKenzie with a late foul from behind. Free kick SSA with just about a minute to go. Can SSA pull one back before the first period is over? SSA looks to be sending players into the box. Clock is ticking. Once the clock does wind down to 0, the referee will blow the whistle. So SSA will want to get this ball off as quickly as possible. We're at the 44, 43, 42 second mark. But it looks like one of SSA's players might have gone down. Free kick now. Ball's played across the middle. Header over number 18 for SSA just finds the opposite side of the net. Out of bounds for a goal kick. And that should be the quarter for Andrew. George taking his time. Little bit of a controversy debate on whether an injured player is coming off or not. Looks like he will be coming off. SSA will play a man down for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that will be the first period. Score is 2-0 in the first. Andrew College over SSA. I'm Corey Harbinson, and we'll be back. And we are back for the second period of this 340-minute period game between Andrew and SSA. Andrew currently with a 2-0 lead with goals from Connor Hayden and James Quinn. A whole new 11 for Andrew to start the second period. In goal, Sam Mans. Right back, Ruben Rivera. Center backs, Alan Caballero and Nick McCright. And left back is, I'm trying to see, Ronald Portillo. In the midfield, Macaulay Macahill with Eric Sierra on the right. Noah Waterman. Across, attacking mid, Simon Cobian. And at left, Dari Mayomi. And up top, Felix Martinez. And the play, we are off. Andrew possessing in the back. Sam Mans, goalkeeper on the ball, looks to find Nick McCright. McCright takes a touch forward, looks for his options, lays it back to Macca. Macca looks to switch, but instead changes and comes down for a ball down the line to Noah Waterman to run onto. Falls behind Noah with the pickup. Noah cuts in, finds Simon. Simon lays it off to Macca. Macca with a few touches, looks to have one from distance. Oh, and a shot goal. Macaulay Macahill, 3-0 Andrew. SSA possessing again to the midfield. Number 4 finds number 11 down the right side, but Dari's there to pick it up and lay it back off to Alan Caballero. Caballero cuts in, finds Macca. Macca possesses, finds Ronald Portillo at left. Ronald lays it off to Eric Sierra. Sierra turns, plays a switch to Nick. Nick McCright takes a touch. Looks to go long, but hesitates, finds Macca again. Macca plays through the middle to Eric. Eric touches confidently behind. Finds Simon. Simon takes a touch. Lays it off to Eric. Eric lays it off to Felix. Felix with the touch to Noah. SSA there to pick the ball up. Simon there to win the ball back. Simon gets into a little bit of a physical altercation with the center mid. Goal kick SSA. Goal kick SSA. Center back plays out. Felix gets a touch on it. Dare goes for a tackle. Eric wins the tackle on the rebound. Eric again rebounding tackle. Looks for the call but doesn't get it. And looks to be a throw in for Andrew. Dare looks to take a cross in. Looks for Noah. Noah gets in front of his left back. Noah takes a few touches. Looks to lay it off. Simon with the ball. Simon crosses in. Finds Felix, but goes out of bounds for a goal kick. I'm joined by George Cunha, who played in the first period for Andrew, as he will kind of give a few words on his game in the first period, how his reactions are with the new team that's here, and to kind of get a few thoughts from what he thinks and expects from the season. Here's George.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is a game between Andrew and SSA Academy from South Georgia. And here we are. So in the left, Simon checks in, passes it back to Macca. Macca in the middle with Eric. Eric looks to switch the field. Then with Ronald. Ronald puts it in the box. Simon protects it. Comes in on the line. Nothing but a goal kick. The second team that came in for Andrew College is a brand new team, a team we've been experimenting with to see new pieces here and there. Hopefully there's many subs possible this year. Eric looks for the pressure. He comes in, he tucks in. He comes Ruben Rivera with the pressure. SSA puts it back. Opens up field again with number 14. No Waterman pressures. There goes the pressure back again. Here goes Daria in the wide. Recuperated a bad transition. Here's the middle with Eric Sierra looking up to broaden the field. Here's Maka. Maka in the middle. Puts the ball down. Finds Alan Caballero in the back. Aaron spreading wide with Dari. Miami. Miami finds Simon in the middle. Simon to Felix. And we lose it. Here comes SSA. Ruben Rivera comes big on it. Here spreads it wide with Noah Waterman. Waterman with the ball, puts it in the middle. Felix fights for it. The defense cuts it. Good pressure there from Dari Miami. Goalkeeper almost caused the goalkeeper messing up. Okay. Corey. Here's an unsuccessful attempt from Andrew College. Goalkeeper comes out with the ball. Pressure from Maka. Maka does well. Passes it back now to Ronald. Ronald switches. Here with the switch. Cut by Alan Cabrillo. Very good job done there. Now we have Ronald with the ball. With this preseason game, we expect us to get into the best fitness shape, getting ready for our season to start. We have a big team of 36 players ready for a very competitive season. We're coming from not a very successful season last year, and we're looking with very good eyes for this season, having 36 players, multiple squads, as we could say. And so far we're doing a good job here. 2 goals scored in the first half, and a goal scored by Maka in the second half, in the beginning of the second half. Here comes Noah with a foul. And here it goes back to the women's soccer coach, Corey Harbinson.
I'm back here as we are about 8 minutes into the second period of this 3:40-minute interval game. Looks to have been a foul from Andrew. SSA will have a ball inside the Andrew half. Plays it back to a center back. Center backs restart. Good pressure from Felix Martinez in the front. And SSA comes out into the half again. Finds feet. Number 4 center mid. Looks to play a switch. SSA continue with the ball down the right side. And keeper should safely secure the ball, in which he does. Picks the ball up, rolls to Nick McCrite, who's playing center back for Andrew in this game. Lays it off to Noah on a pressure from behind. Referee is calling it. Was waiting to see if there was an advantage, but good decision from the ref. White ball. Maka looks to be on the ball. Maka looking for an option, doesn't see, so we'll play down the line to Felix. Felix with a touch. Lays it off to Noah. Noah touches. Plays it to Ruben. Ruben lays it back off to Nick. Nick switches it to Alan Caballero, the other center back for Andrew. Back to Ronald Portilla. Ronald Portilla is playing left back. Lays it off to Felix. Felix makes a good checking run in from the forward position. Looks to peel off. Finds Dare. Dare with speed. Looks to get there, but gets beat. And SSA clears it out for an Andrew throw. Andrew wins the ball again. Nick McCrite, center back into the attacking half for SSA. tries to find feet, rolls out of bounds for an SSA goal kick, and there will be a pair of substitutions for SSA. As I was saying earlier, SSA's played another college-friendly game last night against Point University where they took a 3-2 defeat. So they are playing on back-to-back dates against two competitive college programs. This is a good opportunity for these SSA players to be seen by multiple college coaches. Bit of a header scramble in the SSA defense, but SSA claims the ball and plays out of the back, finds feet. Number 18 for forward, who's had multiple opportunities in today's game. Looks to cross it in, but Sam Mans picks the ball up safely. Sam Mans rolls out of the back, finds Macca. Macca takes a few touches forward, looks to find an option, finds Felix from back to goal, lays it off to Ronald Portillo. Portillo plays a ball down the line to Noah Waterman. Noah with speed looking to get there, but will look to be out of bounds for a goal kick, in which it is. No, instead I got that wrong. Corner kick, SSA. Andrew will take a corner kick. Looks like the ball went off SSA's foot. It's hard to see from this angle. Daria Mayomi with to take the left corner kick. Looks to be an outswinger. Andrew players going up into the box for a header. Daria giving the signal. Daria with the outswinger. Referee blows his whistle. A little bit of physical action going on in the box. Referee asking everyone to calm it down. Daria with the kick. Goes middle of the box. Keeper picks it up. Keeper takes his time. Andrew coming down the left-hand side. Ball played just a little in front of Dari. SSA plays it off of Dari's foot for a throw-in SSA. Nick McCright, ball in the back, has plenty of time, finds Alan Caballero. Caballero on the ball, finds Ronald Portillo. Portillo takes a touch, looks for his options, plays a ball down the line to Felix. Felix takes a touch back, not enough on it. SSA clears it out, finds feet. SSA works out of the back now, coming into the attacking half of Andrew, but Andrew, with great fight, wins the ball back. And Caballero will possess. Play to Macca. Macca plays to Dari. Dari cuts back. Dari with time on the ball looks to find a switch to Nick. McCright will take a touch. Looks for options. Instead finds safe route and plays Ruben Rivera. Ruben Rivera is playing right back. Also a returner from last year's team. Eric Sierra on the ball right now. Good cutback. Lays it off to Nick. Nick takes a touch forward. Plays it back, though, instead because of pressure coming to him. Alan Caballero now drops it to Sam Mans. Sam Mans, with time, takes a touch, finds Nick McCright. McCright, with plenty of time on the ball, telling his players to open up. Looks for an option. Still on the ball. Plays simple. Finds Macca. Macca takes a few touches. Dribbles out. Players asking for it. Macca finds ball to Simon. Simon with a little bit of a cheeky flick. And Sierra finds a split down the line for a Ruben Rivera run. Does he get there? He does. Beats his player. Finds Eric. Eric with the cross in. Noah with the touch. Noah lays. Tries to get in there. Shot. Simon Cobian with the shot. Center of the goal. Keeper save. Keeper will take a few seconds to figure out what he decides, and he goes with the punt. Long punt. Behind over Nick McCright's head. McCright gets there, though. Kicks it instead back to the center of the midfield. Eric looks to fight. Little pulled jersey action, and SSA will regain the ball. SSA plays back to the midfield number 4. Midfielder starts to look for the switch on the right. Plays it back to the center. Switches to the left. Left plays the center again. This number 4 has seen the ball quite a bit today. Looks to be their engine in the midfield, as he has been involved in a few of the recent plays for SSA. SSA plays a good diagonal ball. Saved by Simon Cobian, number 18 there for a rebound, but save Simon Cobian. Second save in about a 5-second span. Tells his players to relax. Takes his 6 seconds, drops the ball, tells his players to come packed in. Finds Mac in the middle. Mac plays a ball to Felix Martinez. Martinez lays it to Alan Caballero for a through ball, long ball to Dare. Dare with speed. Goes to goal, and he just takes a shot. Save, keeper SSA, corner kick. Andrew. Good build-up play there from Andrew. Looking to find creativity in their play. Dare, another returner from last year's team, makes his sophomore debut today as a left mid. Plays a good ball into the box. Ruben there to pick up the rebound, plays it across the face of the goal, and will go out for a goal kick. Andrew. Radiger happy with what he sees, applauds his team, asks his players to recover back. Keeper takes his time, as he looks like he might have taken a little bit of a knock, walks to the ball. Pair of substitutions for SSA. Looks as if number 11 and number 3 come on. To give you a little bit of an update, the third period will consist of a different SSA team. It will be their U17 team coming on. So Andrew will be playing same club but 2 different age groups. Again, more exposure for these players. Dare with the chest into the box. SSA wins the ball, plays out, but Andrew with high pressure in the back is forcing this SSA team to play in their back. They are working out. Maka tries to cut a player, but instead loses it. SSA now entering the final third. Alan Caballero with the pressure, gets beat, but coverage from Ronald Portillo. Simon Cobian with the beat down the midfield. Plays a good through ball to Noah. Noah with his good speed tries to get there, but their left back clears it out. Throw in. About 20, going on in the 17th minute of play, Cross into the box, collision with the goalkeeper and defender. Dare picks it up, looks to get a shot off, but instead gets forced out. And their right back picks the ball up and will clear it out. SSA will be able to breathe a little softer. Goalkeeper taking a few knocks today. Just trying to catch his rhythm. Give him credit though. Throw in for SSA. Radiger giving instructions to his players, telling them to track back and defend. Don't be lazy getting back. That's what all of us coaches preach to our players. Radiger is being helped by player manager Deontay Hill. Deontay Hill is a returner from last year's team and has decided that this year he will be a manager role for Rudy Radiger. Dare on the ball, takes a little bit of a touch in the air, gets picked off by SSA. SSA combined around down the right side, looks to dribble, a few touches, splits in the middle. Number 11 for SSA takes a few touches, lays it off to their right back for a good ball in the box, back post. Their forward not there in time to get to it, but picks the ball up from the angle, plays across. Simon there for coverage. Pressure from Eric Sierra. Noah there to pick up some loose ends. And SSA is forced back. And Felix picks up the interception. Eric picks the ball up now. Plays a ball. No, he does not. He cuts back. Then finds Simon. He was looking for Noah on that, but instead made a last-second cut. Felix on the ball. Lays it off for what should have been a Dare Mayomi run, but a little confusion between the two. And Dare held his run, assuming the ball was coming to his feet and not on the run of play. Throw in for Andrew. I Eric Serra picks up the ball in the middle of the field, lays it off to Noah Waterman on the right side. Noah takes a touch, cuts it back, looks to find the ball down the line to Felix, but finds the ball. Kind of looked to play the ball down the line. Found SSA though. SSA took a rebound, which ended up falling into Felix's foot. Felix lays it back off to Noah, and Noah played the ball again, but Noah looks a little frustrated as if he tried to do something that didn't happen. So head up, kid. You'll get it next time. Nick Wright on the ball in the back. Plays it out safely to Macca. Macca with a few touches. Finds Felix. Felix lays it off to Simon Cobian. Cobian looks to look for a switch, but not enough on it as SSA's there to pick it up and work out of the back, in which they are attacking the left-hand side. McCright there for coverage. Cobian coming back. Gets split. Number 18. Offsides. Andrew will work the ball out of the back now. Andrew in the back, working the ball. Caballero plays back to his keeper. Sam Manns, freshman from Palm Coast, Florida, finds Macca. Macca, a native of Manchester, England, plays a long ball to Noah for a flick. No one's there to run onto it. Keeper will have the ball. SSA starting to work out of the back with good pressure from Andrew. Numbers behind the ball. Number 3 for SSA cuts in, looks to find a switch, but instead finds the referee's foot. And now Cobian picks the ball up and plays a split ball to Felix. Felix runs onto it, kind of getting pressured. SSA won the ball off of his foot, but clears it out for an Andrew throw. We're under the 20-minute mark now with about 17:58 to go in the second period of this 3-period to play game. Andrew with a 3-0 score. Goals scored in the first period by James Quinn and Cotter Hayden. And to begin with the second period, Macca from a 30-plus yard shot over the keeper's hands to make it 3. So Andrew with a whole new lineup for the second period. Coach Radiger is getting a feel for all 37 of his players. This is the first time they are all playing a competitive match with each other, so they are all trying to figure out how each other plays before the season starts. And by the way, our season will kick off officially on the August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, and what will be the inaugural year for the Andrew College Kickoff Classic, in which both men's and women's will host a series of games at Hord Athletic Complex, which will be available for view on our YouTube channel, Andrew College Digital Network. More information and details will come soon. Our website will be up and running in the next few weeks as well. Be sure to look out for that. You can also follow both teams on Facebook and Twitter.
Hey, I want that picture.
Dari Mayomi in the mix up in the box. Looks to find feet, goes for a shot. Keeper saves. Again, Andrew wins the ball in the midfield. Ronald Portillo finds Felix Martinez. Maka with the ball finds Alan Caballero. Simon Cobian on the ball, looks to beat his player, but instead loses the ball. SSA on the ball now, down the left-hand side. Plays a switch. Maka there to pick up the scrap. And now Andrews possessing out of the back. McCright on the ball. Finds Dari on a nice little chip. Dari beats his player. Races down the line. Cuts in again. But will take the rebound out of bounds. Throw for Andrew. Under 15 minutes to go. Scores 3-0. SSA will make a pair of substitutions at the next play. Again, SSA is coming off a college game last night against Point University. So I'm sure with heavy legs, they are hanging in there. Keepers really haven't been tested today from Andrew, as Andrew's shown good defensive side from both 11 lineups. Oh, excuse me, from both lineups of different 11 players. A lot of competition this season for these young boys. 37 players, all fighting for 11 spots. Lots and lots of decisions from Coach Radiger, but these are what these games are about. Who plays well with who. McCright on the ball, dribbles out, giving instructions to Dari to make a run in the middle. Kind of late though, SSA reads off of it. Ball's played down the left side of Andrew. Gets fouled, but no call from the ref. SSA plays the ball to Noah. Noah looks to combine with Felix, gets a little shove from the side. Felix safely plays the ball to what looks to be Ronald Portillo. Makes the switch to Dari, but doesn't get there in time, and SSA picks the ball up and will play out of the midfield. Eric gets there to apply the initial pressure. Ball's played back to number 3. SSA look to play a chip, but McCright is there for the clearance. Under about 12 minutes to go in the second period, I'm joined by Marco Soma, who is a sophomore transfer, who would like to give his thoughts and expectations on this upcoming year. Here's Marcos.
It's going to be a pretty good season. We came in strong to preseason. We've had a rough week. Today's only it's a tough week. We've had a lot of running, a lot of getting to know each other well. We have 37 players this year, so there's a lot of chemistry that has to be made. But it's all molding together well, as you can see on the field. Looks towards the season, I look for us to be competing in the tournament and going through and going as far as possible. Yeah. Back to court. What happened? Talk?
Thank you, Marcos, for that insight on what your expectations and thoughts are for the season. Looks to be a opportunity for young Eric Sierra, but just goes out for a goal kick. when we can, we will try to bring more player introductions on here to kind of introduce them to the online viewers and listeners. It's always good to have the players give their insights and for you guys to hear what their ideas and expectations are. So, comfortably, Andrew wins the ball off a header, and the attacking half for an opportunity for Noah Waterman in the box to get a shot off, but just goes wide, which is a goal kick for SSA, and there will be another substitution for SSA. I can see from across the field their U17 club are warming up as they will enter and play the final 40 minutes against our Andrew men's soccer team. Will the score remain the same? We will find out. Goal kick for SSA, goes over Eric Sierra's head, finds forward's feet, lays it off to his midfielder. Midfielder plays a diagonal ball to the right side, but Portillo is there for coverage, and Ruben Rivera picks up the slack. And we'll look to find Nick McCrite. McCrite safely on the ball, finds Maka. Maka with a few seconds. Looks to play a switch ball to a fast athletic Noah Waterman. Takes a header, plays it back. Looks to be fouled, and we'll get the call. Free kick outside of the SSA box. Referee Keith Southwell is there to kind of set the tone. Waterman seemed to be frustrated on that foul. Gets the call he wants, and the referee issues a yellow card to... Can't see who he gave it to, but we'll let you know when I see. Looks like a sub will be made for SSA. Maka on the free kick outside the box. We'll look to hit frame and challenge the keeper. And he hits the post. Noah there for the initial rebound shot, but doesn't get it off. Maka there to pick the ball up again. Takes a player on. A few little moves, but gets dispossessed. And SSA will work out of the back. Finds the center mid. A little bit of a gap in the midfield. Andrew's looking to come back. Young Eric Sierra with a dashing sprint to cover ground. SSA gets ball. Ruben on a good tackle. And will look to bin a shot cross across the middle of the box. Finds keeper Sam Mans. McCrite on the ball will take a few touches and figure his options. Has plenty of time. A few touches again. Still no pressure from this SSA. McCrite literally can stand there on the ball and start juggling with it if he wanted to. Finds Maka. Maka looking for an option. Plays the ball down the line to Dare. But instead, Dare gets there, flicks it over with speed. But SSA picks the ball up. Dare applying the pressure needed. And will get called for the foul as he might have tugged onto the player's arm. SSA now plays out, finds McCrite. McCrite chests it comfortably to Ruben. Ruben plays back to his keeper. Keeper looks to play to Sam Mans. Sam Mans tells his players to calm it down. Maka on the turn. Plenty of time in this midfield. Looks as if these Chelsea boys are a bit tired, which they have reason to be after playing an 80-minute game last night and having to play another 80-minute game today. Limited subs. But the exposure is what matters. SSA plays out of the back. Finds number 8 in the midfield. Midfielder takes a confident touch forward. Lays it back off. Little combination play between number 5 and 8. And Maka with a tackle out of bounds. SSA throw. SSA coach giving instructions to his players before the throw is made. Looks to be another substitution for SSA as well. Andrew wins the ball back with pressure, though, from SSA. A little bit of a breakup. And Dare's got the go. Cuts back, though. And will go forward again. But dribbles into trouble. Wins the ball again. Dare very frustrated. Loses the ball. Receiving instructions from Coach Radiger. Might have taken a little bit of a heavy touch on that play. And now SSA on the ball in the middle. Plays out to the right side. Portillo just misses but is covered by Alan Caballero. And Caballero finds the Portillo, who initially wanted to make the tackle, missed. And Caballero back on the ball. Good defensive coverage from Andrew today. Not a lot of pressure. And they're back. Young Sam Mans has yet to be tested really in the second period. And we have a throw in for Andrew. Under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Score 3-0. Dare on the ball, lays it off to Maka, or Eric Sierra, but finds number 5 on SSA. SSA wins the ball, attacking the final third, goes for a shot, but goes wide of the goal. Sam Mans looks to collect and start with a goal kick. Good officiating today from the referees. Looks as if there's not been a lot of controversy with fouls. Good clean match between the both teams, as there is a mutual respect from both coaches. Dare dribbles down the middle. Looks to find Noah Waterman, but SSA break it up for a throw in Andrew. We are expecting a new 11 for the third period. I will inform you listeners as to what 11 players those are, as Coach Radiger is looking to get all 36 players on the field today. So with under 3 minutes to go, SSA possessing in the back, looking to come out. Left back dribbling safely down the line, no pressure. And now Ruben looks to initialize the pressure with McCright covering. Number 5 picks up the ball, plays it down the line. Ruben there to cover, forces the player in the middle, looks to cross, but Portillo is there to clear. Number 4 midfielder picks it up, and will look for a through ball. McCright and Caballero both there to pick it up. And the ball is won by number 9 on SSA, who turns, looks for the shot, but plays it wide instead, and is called for offsides. SSA coach giving instructions to his players, telling them to finish this period off strong. Andrew looking to go forward again. Noah Waterman picks up the pace. Finds Simon Kobe in the middle. Simon dribbles. Looks to split and find Felix on the run towards the left side of SSA. Cross, no one's there though. Dare looks to pick up the scrap, but it is cleared out by SSA's left back. And number 5 looks to keep it in, turns, looks to find options, but still dribbles, and looks to go around a player. Success, moves forward, plays a split ball outside of the foot, but keeper Sam Mans is there to pick it up. And that is probably about the only real test Mans has had today in this second period. Under a minute to go. Lots of tired, heavy legs out there. Noel Waterman picks up the ball, cuts inside. And keeper save. Ball was played across the box for a Felix Martinez sliding shot, but keeper's there to pick up the save. And SSA on the ball with pressure from Ruben Rivera will draw the foul, and SSA will play out of the back safely. With under 30 seconds to go, period looks to finish 3-0. SSA will look to kind of get out of their defensive third and kill the clock. I'm Corey Harbinson, and we'll be back for the third period. I've just gotten word that the score will be changed to 0-0. This will be a new game, but only 40-minute period as we welcome a new SSA side. This will be the SSA U17 club. The last match finished at 3-0 Andrew to the SSA U18 club. So the score will be re-switched to 0-0. We'll kick off in about 15 minutes from now, and we will give you the introduction lineup for this final 40-minute period under Coach Radiger's first preseason game. And we are about to start the third period, but we are entering a new game at 0-0 with a new SSA club. I believe it is the U17 team that is here. Lineup for Andrew College in the third period will be in goal, Josh Kennedy. In the back looks to be AJ Jackson, Josh Fines, Isaiah Phillips, and Josh Kennedy. In the midfield, Jojo Menendez, Jack Alker, Jerry Celestin, Chris Beeland. Up top, we have Alejandro Bocanegra and Abdel Rivas. I'm joined by current player Mackenzie Thomas, protege to Jaime Cortez, Gulf Coast Texans Club. And kickoff has commenced. 40-minute period. Last 40-minute period of this game. New SSA team, so we'll see what they're made of. Score will be 0-0. Rudy Regader is getting a big hug from his player Dari Mayomi for his second half performance. Okay, back to the game. SSA possessing around a little bit, but Andrew won the ball back, and we'll start from the back on Josh Kennedy's possession. Josh Kennedy looks to play across to Josh Kennedy. We have Joseph Kennedy. I'm sorry, I got the two mixed up. Joseph Kennedy is the left back for Andrew, and Josh Kennedy is in goal for Andrew. Same last names, similar first names. Josh Fines on the ball, getting a little pressure in the back. Josh Kennedy plays off to Joseph Kennedy. Joseph Kennedy tips the ball past the forward, finds Isaiah Phillips. Isaiah plays back to Joseph Kennedy, and Kennedy clears out and finds Chris Beeland. Beeland looks to play out, but instead gets picked off. SSA on the ball. Josh Fines there to cover, plays out safely. Finds Isaiah Phillips. Isaiah looks for his option, plays down the line, misses Beeland again. Beeland tracks back now. And Joe Mendez clears out and finds Jack Alker. Jack Alker plays off to Alejandro Bocanegra, and AJ's down the line. Looks to combine with Jerry Celestin, but plays out of bounds instead. Good try, AJ. Track back. Josh Fines giving AJ some instructions. Next time, kind of play the ball a little earlier is what I'm reading. Good advice from his center back. SSA working the ball out. Abdel there to pick it up. Looks for the foul, but doesn't get it. SSA on the ball. Looks to possess out of the back. Andrew applying good pressure. And Bocanegra picks the ball up. Looks to find AJ. AJ takes a touch and will play back to Josh Fines. Josh giving the instructions earlier. Looks like AJ listened. And Joseph Kennedy finds Jack Alker. Alker plays it out wide to Isaiah Phillips. Isaiah goes to the touchline and plays a good ball down the line to a Chris Beeland. Chris Beeland on the races, looking to get there. Gets there. Cuts in. Plays a ball across, but SSA gets a foot out and breaks up the pass. Abdel Rivas combines with Jack Alker. Alker looks for his options, but finds SSA's foot for a rebound, but Andrew regains possession. Chris Beeland on the ball, puts a good cross in. No one's there to find it. Abdel with the rebound. Plays the ball out to a very fast, athletic Jerry Celestin, but just goes out of bounds before Jerry could get there. Andrew looking to recover. Coach Radiger looking on, giving instructions to his players to recover back. Coach Radiger is assisted and helped by Deontay Hill, former player last year. Goal kick for SSA. Josh Fines telling his offensive players to press high if the ball is played short. Instead, SSA goes with the long ball, picked up by Joe Mendez. Mendez looks to weevil in and out. Gets brought to the ground, though, on a good challenge. Bocanegra there to pick up the scraps. Finds Jack Alker on a run towards the left. Alker takes a touch and goes for a good cross. No one's there. And Abdel with the shot, rebound, out of bounds for goal kick. Radiger happy with the performance of that play. Good crowd today here at Ord Athletic Complex. A lot of the fans and families of SSA players are also here in attendance. I believe they drove an hour and a half to come here from Cairo. So, and we've got what looks to be a mixture of the women's soccer and volleyball and some other students watching on as well. Josh Kennedy on the ball, plays out wide to the right, finds AJ. AJ looks to play down the line, but finds SSA instead. Jerry on the pressure. SSA now kind of playing in a triangle. SSA finds feet, possessing well. Josh finds, wins the ball, and plays his keeper back. Resets, looks to find options. Joseph Kennedy on the ball now, dribbling out of the back, finds feet of Chris Beeland. Beeland takes a positive touch forward, cuts back, beats his player, and decides to play back to Kennedy. Kennedy looks, finds his keeper. Another Kennedy. Kennedy plays out wide to AJ. Pressure from SSA forward. And AJ does a good job playing out of the back. Jerry cuts in, finds Joe Mendez on the run. Joe, with a few little flash touches, decides nothing was on, and he calls back for help. Finds the feet of Jack Alker. Alker finds the feet of Jerry. Jerry takes a touch forward, goes for a cross, but is cleared. Throw in Andrew. And ball is being played in the middle of the field. Bocanegra picks it up, finds Josh Fines in the back. Fines decides to take a touch, play across to Joseph Kennedy. Kennedy looks to find Isaiah Phillips, but instead decides wasn't on. Let's play Josh Fines again. Fines on the ball, splits the two players, and finds Joe Mendez in the middle. Mendez taking his touch, tries to find Celestin on the run, but finds SSA instead. But Bocanegra again picking up the scraps. Done a good job the last few plays on picking up the rebound. Combines with Abdel Rivas, cuts inside, finds Rivas. Rivas looking to find a shot, cuts back, gets brought down, no foul, but Rivas gets up and finds the play of Jerry Celestin on the wing. Jerry Celestin looks for the back post, just out of bounds for a goal kick. About 32 minutes to go in this final period of the game. Andrew holding a 0-0 lead, but won the original game 3-0 against the SSA U18s. So 0-0, 8 minutes in. Good opportunities from Andrew in the beginning stages. Could have had a goal or two. Josh Kennedy starting from the back on a goal kick. Take his time, look for his options. Looks as if he's going to play it long. And away it goes. Looks to be a 50-50 header with Bocanegra in the midfielder of SSA. Bocanegra wins it, plays a ball over the head of the right back of SSA. Beelan on the run, keeper comes out, clears, throw in for Andrew. throw in for Andrew on Chris Beelan. SSA looked to clear but miss hit, but coverage from the other center back allows them to get out safely. Beats Joe Mendez on the possession. SSA drops the ball back to the center mid. Looks as if he's running without a cleat. Looks like he lost his cleat in the middle of that play. He runs back to get it. And we have a throw in for Andrew. 10 minutes in, still 0-0. Again, for those that are just joining in, this is the new SSA team that will play the final 40-minute period of this 40-minute period game. The first 2 periods against the U18s finished in a 3-0 win for Andrew. And now the score has been reset to 0-0. Whole new starting 11 has been brought up. Not much action going on right now as SSA plays the ball back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper looks up and plays out over Beelan's head. Isaiah there to cover. Plays it safely down the line. Defender drops back. Finds the keeper for clearance. Foul on Jack Alker will result in a free kick for Andrew. About, I want to say, 35 yards out to goal. Looks like Alker will be on top of the ball for the kick. Free kick goes wide and will result in a goal kick for SSA. I am joined now by head baseball coach Blake Williams, avid soccer fan. Make sure to follow Andrew Baseball on Twitter and Facebook. Blake wants to welcome all the viewers and listeners to the new age. Goal kick is away, SSA on the possession, but a handball results in a free kick for Andrew. Joe Mendez on top of the ball. Joe finds Jack, Jack finds Joe. And Boca with a long, ambitious shot over the goal for a goal kick. Goal kick for SSA. Okay. Win by Joe Mendez in the air. We are here by Coach Blake Williams, head baseball coach. He's going to give a special appearance talk on our game.
Welcome, Andrew College Tiger Nation. This is Coach Williams, I'm the head baseball coach of here at the lovely Andrew College. I'm glad I could get on the mic today and speak a little bit in place of Corey Harbinson while he has to take a bathroom break. Oh, nice save by our goalie. Goalie picks it up, shimmies it out to the side. Looks like a very good, tough contest going on here. Aggressive group of guys. It's a hot one out here today, that's for sure. Number 25 out there drilling the ball with a red headband on. Looking good down through the middle. You can already tell a big difference between this team and last year's team. A lot more athleticism, a lot more depth that he's got running around out here. Coach Rudy Rediger did a great job with recruiting this team. Spent a lot of long nights and hours out here making sure to put a winning club together. Good move right there by number 2 to beat the defender. Nice little chip shot in. Gets stolen by SSA. Got an inbounds pass there to number 2, and looks like we got a timeout over here, an injury timeout. Looks like someone's got a little injury to their head there, a little bleeding above the eye. But like I said, my name's Coach Williams, I'm the head baseball coach. I've been here for now going on my 7th year here. Coach Harbinson here, the women's soccer coach, is going into his 3rd year here, and Coach Rudy Rediger is starting his 2nd year, and I think all of our athletic sports programs has taken a big hit forward in these last couple of years. I think the young enthusiasm of our coaches with Coach Rediger and Coach Harbinson has really pushed the women's and men's soccer program forward to new heights. I think both teams are going to have a really good chance this year to be something special. A great group of kids they got working hard in this preseason, and same thing goes for baseball. We've got a great group of guys this year, so I hope everybody gets a chance to follow in on the baseball season this year as well. We're going to have 20 fall games, and 2 or 3 of those will be at home, where we're going to be able to broadcast those, and then we're going to have a full spring schedule. Hopefully you guys can stay up to date with us. Yeah. And be sure we're about to have a new website open up here with Andrew College. Mr. Mark Brown, our sports information director, has been working really hard on it. So we're about to get that up and running. Everybody's got their own Twitter accounts, so follow. You can keep up to date with recruiting and game scores. And we just want to welcome everybody to the new age, as Coach Rediger is most famous for on his Twitter page. All right, I think Coach Harbinson is now back from his bathroom break, and here he's back again.
Thanks, Coach Williams, for that brief timeout talk to the viewers. We're about 17 minutes into this period, still 0-0. SSA had a good opportunity a few minutes back from what I saw. Josh Kennedy, goalkeeper, came up with a really big save. Possession still going on with Andrew. Andrew working out towards the offensive attacking midfield part of SSA. Joe Mendez with the play to Jerry Celestin, but just overhit for an out-of-bounds SSA throw. SSA making a pair of substitutions. Coach Rediger giving his instructions to his team. Looks as if a few players from the first period of the game, Marco Soma, has entered to give some of his team help and coverage in the back. Playing a little out of position, playing right back, but is holding his own right now. Sorry, he's playing center back, not right back, center back. Chris Beeland looks to combine with Bocanegra. Bocanegra looks to find feet again, but instead gets dispossessed from SSA. SSA play out safely. Abdel Rivas on the pressure, but gets beat. And Joe Mendez on the race, beats his player. Toe pokes past to AJ. AJ combines. Nice little play, give and go with Jerry Celestin. Celestin cuts in, and with speed is taking it to goal for a shot, but doesn't get off in time, and SSA will regain possession and work out of the back. AJ looking to be explosive out and apply pressure for Joe Mendez to win the ball. Joe Mendez on a few touches, cuts back and finds AJ. AJ with pressure, plays back to Marcos, and Marcos will just reset and start again from the back. Looks for the switch play to a Chris Beeland. Beeland, who's shown some good athleticism and speed down the line, cuts in and looks to switch to Jerry Celestin comes up a little short, and the defender is able to knock it out for a throw in, Andrew. Halfway through this period, still 0-0. So far, this period has been even. Andrew looking to find the handball on that play, but was denied. Coach Radiger telling his players to just get up and play. Marcos wins the ball on his chest. 50-50 tackle, wins, but finds the SSA player. Jack Alker puts a foot out, finds his player, combines, and now regains. Beelan on the race, but is offsides. Isaiah Phillips looks to be on the throw. Finds Bocanegra. Bocanegra goes forward, cuts back, and plays Isaiah again. Isaiah looks to play, dribbles out, and finds Boca again. Those two have been combining well today. On the left-hand side, Boca finds Joseph Kennedy. Kennedy will play safe back to his keeper, Josh Kennedy. Kennedy plays back to Marco Soma. Soma relaxed, finds Isaiah Phillips' foot. Isaiah looks to take a few touches forward. He's shown some good speed today as well. Combines with Jack Alker. Alker looks to play. Find Beelan, but Beelan is again tagged offsides. Just off on that play. Tad second earlier, he could have been on. Radiger again giving instructions on the offsides. Make sure we hold our runs is what I'm hearing. Good competitive side from this U17. Looks to have a little bit more fresh legs than the prior team after they had not played a game last night. Looks to be a substitution on SSA. Coach Radiger looks to be paying the referee right now. Hopefully he's not paying him off. No, we're just kidding. Nah, referees have given good service today. They've decided that they would help out with a third period. Little humor out of that. Coach Radiger gives me a smile, and we're all cleared. SSA in the attacking third now. Gets a shot off, but is dispossessed, and Andrew will pick the ball up and work out of the back. Finds number 6. 6 combines with his midfielder, number 10, and the ball's being worked down the right side of our defensive half. And AJ clears the ball out. Abdel just missed it, but will pick up the tackle. SSA will look to play out now. Turns and cuts back and finds his center back. Center back lays off to his center mid. Center mid looking to find his next option. Finds his other center back. And they are working safely out of the back now with little pressure. Number 5 plays a long ball on the races with Marcos and his forward, but Kennedy comes out in times and picks up the ball. Kennedy lays off to other Kennedy. Kennedy looks to find Jack Alker's foot. Jack Alker looking for his options, finds Bocanegra. Boca on the attack, looks to beat his player, cuts in. Gets dispossessed, but Rivas is there to pick up the play. Goes to goal, but the keeper comes out in time. About 16 and a half minutes to go in this period, which will be the final period of this contest today between our Andrew College Fighting Tigers and the Southern Soccer Academy U18 and U17 teams. And we'd like to thank them for coming out and giving our men's a good, clean, competitive game as we begin our quest for the GCAA. Jerry Celestin looks to find a switch to Chris Beeland. Beeland there to take a shot just over the goal, goal kick. Substitution for SSA, number 9 will be coming on. And it looks like it will be for number 26. Again, my name is Corey Harbinson, and I am the women's coach here at Andrew College. And we will begin our quest for the preseason schedule games Wednesday as we visit Point University. Oh, and I'm joined by one of my current players, Emily Bogus, who's a returner from last year's team. And she's giving me the thumbs up on her excitement for the season to come ahead. Emily, who is also a ACDN worker for our ACDN network, mostly involved in the camera angles that you are watching, and make sure we have good connection here at the field. Also joined is another current player, Sadie Springer. She is looking on and watching. She is excited for the season to start. Good support here from both teams. Our first game for the women's at home will be August 18th as we play NCAA Division II side Valdosta State University, which will be broadcasted live here on ACDN. This ACDN network we have started is going to be good for our players and our student athletes in all sports, as we are able to provide coverage to friends and family members, and also college coaches looking to pick up junior college transfers after their time here. Be sure to continue tracking our players and student athletes. So we are under the 15-minute mark, still scoreline 0-0. This SSA club is hanging on and forcing our Andrew College team to find a goal to break the score. Goal kick, keeper plays out, finds Jack Alker, but Alker couldn't get the touch off and finds SSA forward, but Beeland's there to pick up the scrap. SSA regains possession, works from the back, plays out, finds the center midfielder for SSA. SSA combines with the attacking mid, Marcos there to pick up the coverage, slide, and SSA will regain possession again. Isaiah Phillips looking to combine with Joseph Kennedy on the left-hand side. Kennedy, great tackle, looks to win out, finds feet. SSA break that pass up, out of bounds for an Andrew throw. Looks like we'll see a substitution for Andrew. Mackenzie Thomas, he played in the first period of this game, will look to come on and finish out the last 13 or so minutes and help his team in any way he can. Mackenzie Thomas is coming out for Marco Soma. Shot by Abdel Rivas, just opposite side of the post, will result in a goal kick for SSA. Goal kick by SSA. We'll find SSA number 14's feet. 14 picks it up nice. Combines with his... Oh, dispossessed. Andrew will go on the attacking side now and try to find Abdel Rivas, but SSA defender clears out for what looks like it'll be a corner kick. Looks like Bocanegra will be on the distributing end of this corner kick. Bocanegra, who is another returner from Radiger's first year class last year. Usually sits in the midfield role. I'm joined by George Cunha, goalkeeper from first period. I was informed that at the end of this game we will provide some inside thoughts on this match from 3 of the players, to be determined on who those players are, but we will have 3 players at the end of this game give their post-game reactions. SSA on the races with Mackenzie Thomas. Good breakup tackle by Mackenzie, but SSA regains the ball back. Looks to cut across to a number 14, but Isaiah is there just in time to clear it out. Corner kick, SSA. Approaching the final 10 minutes of this game, still 0-0. Good, clean, competitive match. This SSA team has come to show that they can play and hang with the college players. Again, we want to thank you for all tuning in and following and watching us today. This is the first preseason match for Andrew College. They will be back on the road next Thursday against NAIA top team Thomas University. I believe Thomas University finished in the top 25 last year in the poll, and we're at one point number 1 in the NAIA division. So that will be a good test for Raiders boys. And we'll finish the preseason campaign at Middle Georgia on Saturday, August 15th, which will actually be a doubleheader for both women's and men's in Macon, Georgia. Be sure to follow any score updates you can follow on Twitter, Facebook. Keeper comes out for SSA, looks to head it out. It's racing with Jerry Celestin. Goes out of bounds. Keeper now races to get back into goal. Looks as if he'll be all right. AJ on the ball. Doesn't look like he'll get the ball off in time. Keeper gets back into his net safe. And SSA are back on the ball with a Jerry Celestin pressure. A little bit of a foul going on, but no call. And the referee has finally blown the whistle for a throw-in for Andrew. So no foul in the play. A little bit of physical activity, but referee deemed it to be playable. There will be another substitution for this SSA side coming on in the next minute or so, once the referee gives the okay. Oh, free kick. Mackenzie Thomas. I guess she did call the free kick. It's hard to see from this angle, so please excuse me. SSA down the right side. Isaiah tracking back. Gets the cross off. Shot. Block saved by AJ. Mackenzie there to pick it up. Kennedy out in the races. Oh. A little bit of a scramble in the box. And Andrew's looking to clear it out, in which they do. Mackenzie Thomas providing that leadership in the back. Plays out safely, and Andrew are in possession on an AJ ball down the line to Joe Mendez. Mendez cuts in. Loses the ball, though, to SSA center midfielder number 10. And now SSA will work out of the back again. Overhit down the line. Looks as if it will go. Oh, he kept it in. Isaiah there to knock it out. Throw in SSA. Isaiah down on the ground. Didn't look like it was anything major, but he looks like he may struggle. It was just the impact of the fall. Referee's going over to check. Trainer is not been told to leave his duties yet, so I guess maybe. Oh, now he's on the go. And Pranay Shaw, our athletic trainer here at Andrew College, is off to the races to make sure Isaiah is okay. Again, if you saw the play from when it happened, it didn't look as if it was anything major, but you never know, little things like that could end up being something that clock's been stopped at 6:33. The referee may add time to it, so we'll find out soon. Isaiah has been brought off to the side, and it looks as if there will be a substitution. Looks as if it might be a hamstring. And we see Daniel Bile coming on to give a replacement for an Isaiah Phillips. We hope he's okay. Start the clock. Clock's been started, and play will resume. SSA on the defensive side of Andrew, and SSA on the cross. Kennedy out, and picks up the ball. Throws out to Jerry Celestin. Celestin's been told to take the channel. Plays a through ball. Just missed. SSA picks the ball up, but finds AJ. AJ clears it out, and will restart. Radiger giving Adel Rivas instructions on how to make that run to make himself available for that ball to be played. Still 0-0 here. We're about under 6 minutes to go. Just a little bit of back and forth action from both teams. AJ wins the ball in the throw-in, looks to combine with Jerry. Jerry back, but finds SSA instead. SSA lays it off to the center of the field, where he lays it on a diagonal cross to the right side with a Bile coverage. Bile goes wide to make himself available again, in which he receives the ball. Pressure coming a little bit from number 9. Bile lays it off to Jack Alker. Jack Alker receiving pressure from behind, gets tripped up, and a foul called, given by the middle referee. Ball's played. Bile lays off to Alker again. Alker will take the ball down the left-hand side, look to play a ball down the line to an Abdel Rivas running onto it, but the ball's been cleared out for an Andrew throw. Bocanegra on the receiving end of the throw, blaze it back to Abdel. Abdel twinkles out of there, looks to cross it in to an AJ run, but Jerry will be on there to receive. Goes to cut back, looking for an option, cuts it back across. Beeland on the touch, but just opposite side of the net. Results in a goal kick. Good effort from Beeland there. Nearly got himself on the score sheet. Pranay Shaw is back from his duties, as looks as if Isaiah Phillips is okay. Just needed a little bit of a stretch, and he will remain out of the rest of the game for precautionary reasons. Goal kick by SSA. Under 4 minutes to go. SSA will retain the possession, but Jerry Celestin is there to pick up the pressure and win the ball back. With speed and athleticism, breaks through 2 players, down the line, cutting in, crosses it to a Chris Beeland run, just missed, keeper picks it up. Unlucky from Jerry. Good ball in, Beeland nearly there to find himself another goal-scoring opportunity. Ball's rolled out to the right back of SSA. SSA takes the ball down the line. Jack Alker there to apply pressure. Bile there to pick it up, in which he does successfully. Down the line now with Alker giving him coverage. Bile decides to play it back now. Alker in turn returns the ball back to Joe Mendez in the middle of the field. Mendez finds Bile. Bile turns, looks for an option, takes his time, finds Mendez on open. Pressure coming now. Mendez triggers out, finds Bogue on the combination, and Mendez is down the line with a play to Daniel Bile. Bile looks to play it back now to Alker. Alker will take a look and see what he's got. Plays it back to a Joseph Kennedy. Kennedy will look to play across down to McKenzie. McKenzie takes a touch forward, and just a little heavy touch. SSA now down the middle of the field on the 2v2 scenario, and McKenzie's there to pick it up. Good hustle back from Mackenzie Thomas. Give him credit, he played the first 40 minutes and has been asked to come on for the last 15 or so minutes to give coverage in the back. So we're about 2.5 minutes to go. Bile on the run down the line. Can Andrew break the score and finish this game off? They are looking promising as they've had some chances. Boca beats his player, but the defender will clear it out, and it looks as if it's going to be just a goal kick. So with that being said, we are in the final 2-minute stretch here. We hope you enjoyed our coverage. My name is Corey Harbinson, and be sure to tune in next time. ACDN out.